All right, welcome back to Browns franchise here on Madden 24. We are in week 4, taking on the Rams. It's been a while since I've made a video. I've been waiting just a little while because I just got a new computer here. I'm on a desktop now instead of just my laptop, so hopefully the quality of the videos is a little bit higher. But we beat the Ravens last week. We have a new quarterback that we had traded for. What was his name again? Philip Wall. And he's a scrambler type, and he led us to victory last week against the Ravens. Our defense played really well, too. One of our wide receivers, Tresman Bowers, is out for 2 more weeks, so he was really our star draft pick that we had. And we're taking on the Rams this week. They're 2-1. We're 2-1. I don't think we're going to worry about re-signing anybody this week just yet. If we're going to bring back anybody, I mean, as much as I'd like to bring back Wyatt Teller, I think we really need to bring back Jalen Phillips. And then a lot of these other guys can walk. I mean, most of them are not over a 70 overall. And if they are, they're going to start to regress. So I think we'll probably try to re-sign Jalen Phillips and then maybe look at offensive line in the draft. I know that's a long way away, but probably going to try to get more than one video recorded today and then probably just have the next one up tomorrow. It is being slow here. Trying to go to the short week scenario here. And this is an offline franchise I made. Sure that this one was an offline franchise. That way, if I ever didn't pay my Game Pass on time, I would still be able to play it. But it's because of that, it does seem to run slow sometimes. So we've got quarterback 1 check-in. I mean, he's played 1 game. We want him to throw 3 touchdowns. I mean, we can try. Weekly strat, we can defend the outside run. Is that really what we want to do? I mean, I guess. Run outside. I'd rather try to throw it deep because I like the slower DB run support on that. We can do the passing drill here. That's fine. No, it's already been a long intro here, but that one was actually picked off. Of course, we don't necessarily have the best wide receivers, but we've got a couple of rookies here. That one bounced off his hands, I think, there. We've got Kadarius Toney. He's all right, He's much better. That was a terrible throw. Who was he throwing it to? How was that perfect accuracy? That's what I'm... Don't even have bronze yet, so... We're definitely going to get bronze. I just don't know that we're going to be able to get silver or even gold. So throw that one outside to Ringer. Ringer's been here for a little while, but I mean, he's not really that good. Really just this year I want to hope these rookie receivers can kind of develop. And I mean, we've got a really good tight end we can rely on too. And we're probably going to have to figure out the quarterback situation, because if Philip Wall ends up being really good, if he ends up having better than Star Dev, we may want him instead of Ethan Kellner. So I know it's been a while since I've made a Browns franchise video. I mean, I'm going to try to upload a little more frequently, because it's been, I think, 10 days since my last Lions franchise video. So probably try to do a couple today. That way I have some to upload the next few days, and then I can get a little ahead on my recording schedule. You know, we'll go possession for Trevon Benson. He gets a ton of upgrades: awareness, break tackle, a lot of blocking upgrades, also +2 spectacular catch and +2 stiff arm. He is a X factor, and he is only 22 years old. I think we'll go speed rusher for Jalen Phillips. Finesse moves are up. +3 zone coverage is nice. What does that put his zone? His zone coverage is only 51, but I mean, it helps. I think I'm going to go deep threat on Kadarius Toney. Awareness, catching traffic, catching medium route running, and +2 release. Everybody else I can let the CPU do. And we're going to take on the Rams here. So I have turned up the volume, the in-game volume things a little bit. So we'll see how that is once we start here. We're in SoFi Stadium. We are playing in LA. Devon Achane had 108 yards last week. Had one rush over 20, but I mean, he's been good. We really like to run the ball to try to open up the passing game a little more. So I don't know. We need to see. Oh, this is a Thursday night game. And we're going to get the ball first. I don't actually know what I have that set to for if we're supposed to receive or defer. So maybe at some point I'll go in and check that. But I want to make sure I have this loud enough that you can actually hear the on-field stuff a little bit. Not so loud that it drowns out my volume, you know. Probably turn it up a little bit. Okay, we're going to start with a handoff here. And we don't get much. I think I also ended up changing the playbook last week, because I was not. One of these franchise series, last time I played, I changed the playbook because I wasn't happy with it. I don't remember if it was this one or in the Late Cunningham franchise. And of course, the last time I played Madden was on my phone and with the cloud gaming. 4th and 1. I played it on my phone with the cloud gaming, and I had sliders turned way up, so just to get some shorts. I'm gonna hand this off here, try to pick up the first down. We're able to too. Able to get a couple more than that. Kind of risky going for it there, but why not? Might as well try. And hand it off again here. H-Chain gonna pick up 6. We'll hand it off again. I think I'm gonna throw the ball here, hopefully. I'm gonna try to throw it to Huggins underneath. He makes a catch. That was nice. You just got open enough there to get the first down. I'm gonna throw this one to A-Chain. He's wide open. He's gonna pick up 9. Again, they want us to get 3 touchdowns with Philip Wall. I'm not sure that's gonna happen. I'll go with a little toss play here. Really just getting back to the line of scrimmage on that. I think I'll go with a stretch play. Run behind Benson. He's not really the best blocker, but he's a big body. He can block well enough, you know. What do I want here? Want to keep running the ball, or at some point I might like to take a shot. I'm not sure. Just gonna throw it underneath to Kadarius Toney, and he's gonna pick up a first. 4 for 4 to start the game for football. I'm gonna run this play, this halfback punch, and hopefully we can find a little bit of open space to run the ball. Gonna get about 4. I mean, that's fine. Haven't really broken off a big run yet, but we're getting, you know, a few yards at a time. Take that one up the middle. I'm just gonna bring up 3rd and short. Just don't want to turn it over now because we are well within field goal range. Gonna throw it out to Benson. They want us to go for it. Okay. 3 yards, I really don't want to run the ball. I'm going to get it to Benson. He's caught it. That's a first down. 6 for 6 to start the game. I really didn't want to go for it there. I would have rather kicked the field goal, but since I always go coach suggestions, unless it's, you know, unless it's like the end of the half and I want to try to score and they're trying to tell me to run the ball or something. I'm going to go coach suggestions. So. And they did want us to get 3 touchdowns with Philip Wall, so I'm going to try to throw this into the end zone here. And Benson's open. He's got a touchdown. Travon Benson. And Jared Short will come out to tack on the extra point. He is not the best kicker. I think he has, I want to say he has hidden development. It's probably star. I would be surprised if it's anything. Of course, I don't think kickers can have superstar X factor, or they can have superstar, which is really good. They get those abilities, and this one's going to be run back for a touchdown. Rams going to take the kickoff all the way. Terrible kick coverage by us. And we're going to have the ball right back. You know, that's almost like not scoring a touchdown. That's We're going to be at the end of the first quarter, and the Rams have won even had the ball on offense. So Huggins going to take it out and get us to the 20. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great, so we'll get the ball again here and try to go right down the field again. So I don't think I've allowed a kickoff return in a very long time on Madden, so I'm actually looking for the fullback here. Strange, gonna get us up to a 3rd and 1. And I think I just go inside zone, pick up the first down. We've been 4th and inches. I'm going for it on 4th and inches. Gonna hurry up and run the same play. Hopefully he doesn't get chased down from behind again. He doesn't. That's a first down. Already a couple of 4th down conversions for Devon Achane. This is a wheel route for him. They want to throw it before he gets too far. Out in front. He's going to get a first down. He's got 3 catches for 30 yards. That's the end of the first quarter. It's 7-7. We've had the ball the entire time thanks to that kickoff return by the Rams. It was a Thursday night game. We're on a bit of a short week here, so. I thought about the jet sweep. I don't think I'm going to run the jet sweep. I think we're just going to go half that stretch here. Remember, we traded for Devon Achane last year in a big trade with the Dolphins. I think we actually made a couple of trades with them. We got Devon Achane, and then we got Jalen Phillips and Jerome Baker in another trade. So. Traded away Nick Chubb. Devon Achane's been better for us than Nick Chubb was. He's just a different kind of running back. I mean, and then we got him upgraded to superstar development. So I'm gonna throw this one out for him. He's only gonna get about 2 there, but I mean, positive yards are positive yards. So at least he got something. I'm going to throw this out to Strange, the fullback, who was lined up at tight end there. I think we're going to try a screen pass here. We only need 5 yards. We're probably fairly close to field goal range here. So. Screen gets us the first down. 14 for 14 to start the game for field goal. And I think part of that is he's throwing a lot of short passes. We're not trying to push it down the field. Really only throwing to guys that are pretty open. And it's 15 for 15, but he's only thrown for 100 yards. It's not like we're completing every pass, and it's, you know, I don't think he's thrown anything more than about, I mean, probably 5 yards down the field or so. So a lot of run after the catch. I think we're going to run another screen here. And it's not, you know, totally unheard of to complete that many passes when you're, you know, just kind of dunking it down and stuff. I'm going to kick a 42-yard field goal. It's not the best on the kick meter, but it's going to be good. He doesn't have great accuracy. So. I have not. The kickoff, not the kickoff, the kicking sliders on, everything here are on the default, 50, whatever they are. Didn't let them run that one back. So Rams going to come out onto the field for the first time in the game now, halfway through the second quarter. So Zach Wilson is their quarterback. That's what I thought it said during the practice stuff. But I didn't really believe it at first. We'll take a look at the Rams here. Haven't done that yet. Zach Wilson's the quarterback. Backup is Bailey Zappi, and his backup is Malik Cunningham. Antonio Gibson's the running back, followed by Jalen Warren, fullback C.J. Ham. Wide receivers Puka Nacua, Van Jefferson, Devin Duvernay, Kyle Phillips. Dawson Knox is actually the tight end, and then they've got Greenfield. Offensive line, kind of average, not real great. Nobody above an 8. Nobody at an 80. Sam Hubbard. Aaron Donald is still here. Of course, we're not that far into the future in Browns franchise, but I'm kind of surprised Aaron Donald hasn't retired. Poona Ford. Russ Butler is there. Outside linebacker who's been in the league for a year. Ernest Jones. Byron Young is here. They've got Alex Bean, who's been in the league for a year. Marcus Peters. Dane Jackson. Not really the best team. They're just kind of average. They've got a rookie at strong safety, Joe Harden. Not a great kicker. Not really a great punter. I mean, they're just kind of average. They've kind of, I'm not sure if they just had an easy schedule these first 3 games to be 2-1, but they're going to run an option play with Zach Wilson. Yeah, I mean, their offensive line is pretty average. They've got, no superstar players on offense, so I don't really. He's going to scramble. He's going to get sacked by Jerome Baker. I mean, we really shouldn't have too much trouble with them today. As long as we don't give up, more special teams plays like the kickoff return and we don't turn the ball over, we should be fine. They run an option play, they get sacked, and then he throws it away. So it's 4th and 12. We're going to look to extend the lead. Huggins going to take the punt and get us to the 44. So Devon A-Chain has nearly 400 yards on the season and 2 touchdowns. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be excited when we find out what Philip Wall's development trade is. Again, he was on the Cardinals. He was backing up Kyler Murray, so he just stopped on that route. I was throwing it to him. I was going to hope he kept going there because he would have been open, and it was picked off. So Rams going to get the ball again here with pretty good field position. Zach Wilson running backwards. Throws it away. I mean, we've got Ed Oliver. We've got Jalen Phillips for some reason playing left end. Myles Garrett, Christian Wilkins. We've got a pretty decent pass rush. He's going to get that one away for his first completion, but only a gain of 4. Puka Nacua on the catch. And he's going to get sacked. Martin Emerson. So we're going to get the ball right back. Down at the 1, though. That's going to be tough. It's not really what we want. And now Jerome Ford is onto the field. I guess he's going to take the ball here, try to get us out of our own goal line. We're going to get 8, so I'd like to try to score something here. We don't have a ton of time. Get one more play here before the 2-minute warning. We're not going to get anything. It's the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 4. Now we're just looking to not turn the ball over here. Maybe a screen. Definitely don't want to get a safety here. Aaron Donald's in the zone. Get the screen away. It's 4th down. We got to bring in John Tucker to punt. And he's not really the best punter. Rams stop us. I mean, we played kind of conservatively there. And we really haven't let them do anything on offense. Again, get sacked again. Martin Emerson again. And I mean, that's a blitz. We have Martin Emerson blitzing there. And they just really don't have enough guys to block them. Able to get that one away, but it's dropped. 1 for 4 so far for Zach Wilson, but I think out of those 3 incompletions, 2 of them were throwaways, so they're going to run the ball here. We're going to call timeout. We've backed them up enough from the punt and then from the sack that they shouldn't be able to kick it down to the 1. So we're going to get the ball to 25. 2 timeouts, 1:14. They keep showing Devon Achane's rushing numbers there. Does get kind of annoying when they do that. Guess we'll go slants here. Maybe try to get something to Huggins over the middle. And there's a lot of pressure here, but we're going to get it to Huggins, and he is just gone. Huggins down to the 30. Huggins down to the 10. Huggins into the end zone. Takes the slant all the way for a touchdown. DeAndre Huggins, the rookie. He just beat his guy, and then there was nobody back to save the touchdown. One play took 10 seconds. And we have a 10-point lead. Sometimes the games can change just like that. It goes from, a one possession game to a 2-possession game. And they get a really good kickoff return. Our kickoff coverage has been bad in this. I don't know if our special teams players just maybe not on the same caliber as our starters, but that's going to be another sack. And the ball comes out, and he picks it back up. It looks like he was going to try to throw it again, but they're going to lose about 8 yards there, and then now they're going to hurry up and going to run out of bounds. They're going to get some of it back. Nearly to the original line of scrimmage, but if we can come up with a stop here, we've got 2 timeouts. There's a penalty on the play. They're going to get a completion here. Don't know if that was a hold or maybe on the defense. It's going to be a hold. Definitely going to take the penalty. It's going to bring up 3rd and 21. We still have 2 timeouts. Don't necessarily think, we're going to do a lot with it if we get the ball back. But we could try. Or another slant down the field or something. At least maybe try to get a decent return. Maybe pick up a big play, try to get in field goal range. We're going to actually let it bounce into the end zone because I accidentally ran in front of where the ball was. So. With a play action pass here. There's 9 seconds, so not a lot of time to do anything with the ball. Throw it deep. It's nearly picked off. Leaves us with 3 seconds. I guess we'll go for verticals here. I'm going to just throw it deep for Kadarius Toney. It's a little bit in front of him. He couldn't quite catch up to the ball. I think I'm going to turn my volume down a little because it keeps getting way up on the bar here on OBS. So we'll skip through halftime. I mean, we don't need to see. We'll keep throwing it deep. I guess we'll defend the outside run because that's what we did in the first half. They're going to get the ball to start here. Again, our kicker is not the best, so he does have a little bit of trouble getting it far enough into the end zone that we can get a touchback. So we could try to trade for a kicker. I don't know who at this point is going to have superstar development and have those kicking abilities. But we might be able to get somebody for maybe like a 4th round pick or a 5th round pick or something. Probably a 4th. I don't think a 5th would do it. Just depends on how good they are. Zach Wilson taking off here. He's got big yards. He's going to slide. Dude, they've been trying to use Zach Wilson as a runner. Now we kind of see why. He has a little bit of speed there. He's not doing terrible. He's going to throw that one away. Probably 3 of those 4 incompletions have been throwaways. He's gotten sacked a lot. He's only gotten 6 passes off, actually. He's just holding on to the ball too long. He stands there. It's 3 sacks by Mark Nemmers. He stands there. He looks. And then when there's nothing there, he's just running backwards. I mean, he's become like a lot of these scrambling quarterbacks in Madden. And then he threw that one really inaccurately. So. Go back to coach suggestions here. Again, sometimes right before the half or maybe at the end of the game when we need to score, I'll get away from coach suggestions, but most of the time it's just coach suggestions. We're going to get it to Kadarius Toney. He's got a big game. Had 2 touchdowns today for football. Did have the one unfortunate interception that didn't really lead to anything. I don't want to here. I want to hand it off. Maybe should have audibled. 17 rushes for 40 yards for Devon A-Chain. He really has struggled a lot of today, and there's Aaron Donald. I'm actually going to call timeout here. So kind of an important play, 3rd and 14. And then I've accidentally selected a play. Okay. Audible before birds. I'm actually going to look for Ringer. Ringer beat his man. That's a touchdown. Anthony Ringer. We'll kick the extra point here. Like I said, I mean, they're just kind of average all over the place. As long as we don't make too many mistakes today, we should have a win here. I mean, they don't. I mean, other than Aaron Donald, I mean, who you've seen has, you know, kind of made it a struggle to run the ball at all. I mean, and from what I can tell, these videos should be a little higher quality. Since I got this new computer. Shout out to the eBay for having a lot of refurbished ones. So don't have to necessarily spend the money on a new one. Just they're gonna run the ball again here. That's actually a big gain. Looks like it's gonna come back though. There's a flag down. It's gonna be another hold. Again, their offensive line is pretty average. The hold was a little bit down the field though, so it's actually only gonna back them up 5 yards here. Just throw another screen. He's really just not able to turn up the field after he caught that ball. This is going to bring up 3rd and 9 here. And that's a completion. They're going to get the first down. Zach Wilson maybe starting to feel it a little bit here. Another completion. Let's gain a 5. I mean, a touchdown here makes it a 10-point game. They're not out of it yet by any means. I've blown big leads before, so a stop would be very beneficial. He just steps to the side and gets away from that one and gets a completion. Seems like a lot of time in Madden, if you're playing well in the first half, sometimes the other team will just really start to feel things in the second half and start to build some momentum. There's a spin move, and that's going to be a touchdown. What a nice run from Antonio Gibson. And that's going to make it 24-14 after they make the extra point. I don't know. They just, like I said, in the second half, sometimes teams just start to feel it. Either you're blowing them out and you're just going to keep blowing them out, or they'll start to put something together. So. I mean, part of their problem in the first half was just the sacks. You know, you have to think if they could avoid some of those sacks, as that one's incomplete. If they could have avoided some of those sacks in the first half, they probably would have been able to move the ball a lot better. So. The last pass was just a little inaccurate from Philip Wall. Gonna look for A-Chain again. He makes the catch. And he's all the way down to the 37. That's 300 yards passing today. We did get those 3 touchdowns that coach wanted him to get. So He's going to take off. He is a scrambler. Pretty sure he doesn't. I don't think he has the awareness to be able to slide. I've actually never had a quarterback that has the awareness to be able to slide, so I don't even know really what button it is. As that one's picked off. Bad decision by me. I mean, I was trying to get it to Kadarius Toney. I should have seen that he was running right into the coverage. I threw that ball. I threw it quite a bit before he was right into the coverage. The defender just kind of stayed where he was. Where we were throwing it to Kadarius Toney a little bit further down the field. He was right there to pick it off. That's the second interception today for Phillip Wall. And that really could let the Rams right back in this game. I think we need to keep blitzing Zach Wilson. They're going to run the ball. We really haven't been. I mean, 5 rushes for 38 yards is not anything crazy, but so if they snap the ball here before the end of the third, they do not. It's going to be the fourth quarter here, and we'll see if we can hang on to this 10-point lead. We really haven't been able to run the ball today, and at least not too well anyway, so it's going to be hard when we get the ball back to really be able to take some time off the clock as Zach Wilson's running and he slides. It's actually going to be second in inches now. So he gets close to 10 yards. And blitz the linebackers here. And Jerome Baker, they pick up the blitz and get the ball down the field. I mean, it's like they're a whole different team in the second half. I mean, nothing's changed, obviously. They're just playing better. So that one's caught. I don't know that they really gained a whole lot there, but Puka Nakua's got 5 catches for 45 yards. Just not bad considering how the game started. Just really haven't been able to get a lot of pressure. That one's dropped, luckily. Even a field goal here makes it a 1-possession game. So you'd think they'd want the touchdown. That one's dropped. Even if they settle for 3 here, it is a 1-possession game. They are going to settle for 3. I mean, it's like almost as short a field goal as you can possibly kick. So it's going to be a hard one to block, you know. Take a knee here. I'm going to try to run some time off the clock. Of course, if we get down in this game, we only have 2 timeouts, so we need to be careful. We would like to score on this drive, even a field goal gets it back to a 2-possession game. A-Chain just really hasn't done a lot, and at least not in the run game. He's been really effective in the passing game. We need to run some clock. So we get it to Kadarius Toney. That's going to be a first down. Gets just enough. I'd like to continue running the ball on first down to take time off the clock. I mean, I don't want the video to be too boring, so I'm not going to run it all the way down before I snap it. But he got nothing on that. Pretty much just got back to the line of scrimmage. So no turnovers here. And take off with Phillip Wall. He's going to get think that's going to go down as a sack. So. Five and a half to go here. They're down a touchdown. Gonna throw that. That one's knocked down. Couldn't throw it far enough out in front there, so we'll punt the ball. There's no reason to go for it on 4th and 11 and just hand them the touchdown. So we'll punt. Hopefully we can get a stop, which we really haven't been able to. We really haven't scored any points in the second half, so I don't think we have. I think it was 20. Was it 24-7 at the half? They're running the ball effectively. I'm gonna audible here. Go Tampa 2. They're gonna audible again. I don't know if they're just flipping the formation or what. It's a pass. It's a completion. And they're already down to the 47-yard line. Like I said, I think we need to keep blitzing. It's hard when they keep picking up the blitz. So they weren't really picking up the blitz much in the first half. But they have been most of the second half. There's a throw, there's a completion, but only a gain of 1. 3rd down here. If we can get a stop here, that would really help. I'm just a little concerned they're going to tie it up, and then we're going to have to really try to do something with the ball. So that's complete. They're going to get down to the 24-yard line. As we've seen our lead just sort of evaporate here. And he got out of bounds. That's caught. That's a touchdown. Our lead has completely evaporated. Dawson knocked with the touchdown. We've blown another big lead. It's kind of all we do. We either get blown out or I'm blowing a lead. I mean, Lions franchise, we haven't been. Well, I think I blew a lead not too long ago in Lions franchise. I still ended up winning. We've got 2 minutes here. I really don't think we can run the ball much. We haven't really been effective running the ball today, so. If we can take some time off the clock here, because we're going to get sacked. I was trying to get that one away. Probably shouldn't really have vacated the pocket. Ooh. Gonna get that one to Huggins. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. I'm going to take this all the way down to the 2-minute warning. I would like to at least pick up a 1st down here. If we can't come down the field and kick a field goal, I would like to, at the very least, run out the rest of the clock. That way, there's no chance of them coming down and winning. In regulation. So that one's going to get to Benson. I really thought there was a chance that was going to get picked off. Really lucky there that it wasn't. I'm going to hand this one off. I think that's going to be a face mask. And that's going to get us all the way up to the 47. And we're not going to have too much further to go to get into field goal range. I'm going to throw a screen pass here. I'll power through for about 7. I'm in no hurry here. I want to take as much time off the clock as I can. I do not want the Rams to have any time to score. In case I miss the field goal, Phillip Wall going to take off and run. And now they're going to call timeout. We can probably run the ball the rest of the way here. Hand it off to A-Chain. He gets nothing. I don't want to just keep running the ball if, I mean, he's going to not get any yards, so. All they have for us is run plays, so get away from coach suggestions here. We'll throw a little screen to Kadarius Toney. Not the best, but third and 12. They've got one. They're out of timeouts, so take off up the middle with Phillip Wall. Just don't fumble the ball. 4th and 3. We'll run it all the way down here. We'll run it all the way down and call a timeout and kick the field goal. So. It's not like they can ice us. They don't have any timeouts. But I really want to leave them minimal time on the clock. Under 20 seconds. Call timeout with 1. It's going to be a 38-yard field. Perfect accuracy. And the kick is good. We're going to take the lead here with 13 seconds to go. And I think I'm going to squib it. They had a kickoff run back early in this game. They had one run back to the 50 earlier. I know the squib kick. Probably going to give them pretty good field position, but they're only going to have 10 seconds. If it's a catch in bounds, they have no time to set up for a field goal. So, going to spin around, throw it away. 4 seconds. I mean, unless they have a 3-second play out of bounds and pick up, 20 yards, it's over. They could still look to throw it to the end, which could be a problem, as that one's incomplete. And we're going to win this game. It was a tough one. I mean, we blew the lead. We were still able to come down and kick a field goal. Phillip Wall was good today. Did have 2 interceptions, but I mean, they were both really my fault. They weren't because of his bad accuracy or anything. Which, I mean, he has decent accuracy. Zach Wilson didn't start the game well, but he ended up playing pretty all right. I mean, no interceptions. Did only have a long of 27, but 16 for 25 when he started, 1 for 6 or something? I mean, it's not terrible. A-Chain couldn't run the ball. I mean, 22 rushes for 39 yards. And a big part of that was Aaron Donald. So he had 35 yards after contact, and he only had 39 yards. So he was getting hit a lot, at or behind the line of scrimmage. Phillip Wall had a couple of scrambles. And receiving, A-Chain did well, had 100 yards. He kind of made up for his lack of rushing yards with some receiving yards. Kadarius Toney, 5 for 63. He did okay. Did have a long of 35. Puka Nacua gave us a little bit of trouble. But Huggins actually had 5 for 107. He had that 75-yard touchdown on a slant. Benson didn't do a lot today. We actually weren't able to get the ball to Benson too much. We didn't have a lot of plays that were just for Benson. So. He did okay. Did I have a touchdown? Van Jefferson also gave us some trouble. Ringer had a catch for 48 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, we're just going to look at us here. Martin Emerson had 3 sacks, and I'm pretty sure they were all in the first half. Jerome Baker had a sack. I'm pretty sure all the sacks we had were in the first half. We had no picks. We did have a forced fumble, but we weren't able to recover it. So our defense just kind of did enough in the first half to really give us enough of a lead in the second half that by the time we blew the lead, it was only tied. So we'll keep going field general here on Jerome Baker. +1 acceleration, +1 awareness, +1 zone coverage. Charles Cross has an upgrade. I think we're going to go agile instead of pass protector. Can get +3 pass block finesse. Was really hoping for some run blocking. Huggins has an upgrade. We'll go deep threat. +1 awareness, deep route running, medium route running, and release. I guess we'll go ahead and upgrade Alex Wright since he's the only one left. We'll just go power rusher. +3 power moves. I mean, I don't think he really gets on the field at all. So. I'll look at the short week thing. We'll get morale for the defense. If we actually get it, I mean, sometimes you get temporary boosts from these scenarios, and then you go to the next week and it's not there. So thanks, Madden. Philip Wall is going to get accuracy. I mean, again, we'll see if he actually does, because sometimes it just doesn't give it to you. So. We're into week 5. We're going to take on the Lions, and it is a tight race in the division. So we will take on the Lions in the next video, and hopefully with a win, we can get ahead in the division, because right now it's a 3-way tie for first at 3-1. Of course, the Steelers have the lead. They have the head-to-head against us. So everybody ahead of the Bengals here at 1-3, but that's going to do it for this one. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.